Alright, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you today. I would be lying if I said I didn't run to my bedroom to change my t-shirt, to come back and record a video, to then take the same t-shirt off, to then put my old clothes back on, just for the sake of the video. And I'll hit you with another fact. I see so many people in the gym with bad programming. Now, I'm not taking a shot at anyone, but when I see bystanders in the gym and one of their goals is to improve their bench or something like that, and they start off with some shoulder flies, and then they do some chest flies, and then they'll do like a tricep isolation, and then when they're warmed up they'll go straight into their bench and try and push as heavy weight as possible. And while I can see some logic to maybe adding some flies in before your bench to pre-exhaust the chest, really drive some blood into this muscle before you're gonna overload it, but in regards to the lateral raises and the tricep push down, you have no business doing them before your big compound lift. And while a lot of people genuinely haven't a clue, it is very, very common for people to do the right exercises, have the right technique, but just perform them in the wrong order, or at least in an order that's counterproductive. As a general rule of thumb, if you're trying to gain size, lifting for size in the gym, the protocol is to always prioritize your bigger lifts. Things like your presses, things like your rows, deadlifts, all these big compounds. And they're the ones you want to prioritize, as they're the ones that stimulate the most amount of muscle growth. Things like lateral raises, things like tricep isolations. If you're in a hypertrophy phase of your training and are really trying to get that intensity and overall volume into your workouts, then of course add in the isolations, add in the high reps, but don't be taxing yourself before your big lifts. It just doesn't make sense. Like we discussed at the beginning of the video, it's not uncommon to do an isolation before a big compound to really kind of fire up the muscle you're about to use. Things like doing a fly before doing a chest press, sometimes people work better that way. They pre-exhaust the chest, they get it fired up, and then really ready for the big movements. So if you take one thing away from this video, just prioritize your big lifts. Don't be too caught up in trying to do every single exercise and everything you see on Instagram, and you gotta hit this head, and you gotta hit this head, and you gotta hit this head. It's all over the place. Prioritize the compounds, use the accessories if you're in a phase of training that allows it, and of course work towards progressive overload. Happy Monday to you all. We'll see you later on during the week.